Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to do a traditional around the world parabol swing. Now, if you have a mace bell or a Indian club, you may be familiar with what's called the cast method of swinging. That's the method that you're going to use to swing the parabol. To begin, though, you would like to start practicing with the mace or Indian club, and if you do not have either, you can use a broomstick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that mace, Indian club, or broomstick, and we're going to practice swinging up above our head, around to the other side, and then down and around again. Okay? So I'll show you how that is with the mace. We'll practice that, and then we'll try to move to the parabol. So when you're using the mace to do a cast method, what you're going to do traditionally is whichever way you are going to cast to, that hand will be on the bottom. What you'll do is you're going to turn your body to one side, and the idea is to get the mace or Indian club or broomstick to go directly over your head on line with your nose. Okay? And what's going to happen is, I'll go slow in the beginning. You're going to go up over the line of your nose, behind your back, and as the mace is coming back towards you, you will rotate and then you will cast directly over your head out, and then back down and around to the starting position. Okay? Again, you want to make sure it's in line with your nose so that there's no over one shoulder or over the other shoulder, because that will cause it to fall off line, and then when you start to swing around, you'll run into trouble. As you see, I'm going directly over the line of my nose, around, rotate, cast out, down and around in front of your body, back to the starting position. Okay. The mace or the Indian club or the broomstick, it's easy for you to practice and go slow and break it down because it's going to stay tense. It's steel. With the parabol, unlike that, the rope, you're going to need a lot of force, centrifugal force, a lot of momentum to keep the rope taut. So if you go slow and you stop, the rope's going to die, the ball's going to fall. So that's why it's pertinent for you to start practicing with something like a mace bell that's stiff, so that you can practice the movement slowly, kind of break it down, and then as you get better, you can make it smooth it out, and then when you can smooth that out, then you can start going to the parabol. When you get comfortable with that, what you'll do is we'll try to go a little faster, just to pretend that you're using a parabol, and that if you didn't have enough momentum, the rope would get loose and the ball would fall out of the sky. That'll give you a better idea of keeping it smooth and keeping tension underneath the mace, pretending it's a parabol. Now, when we move to the parabol, you got to remember, you have to keep tension under it at all times, or else the rope will get slack and the ball will fall. One thing that's important is to make sure that you dump your hands behind your head when you're doing your cast method with the mace or parabol. So I'm going to show you an example of dumping your hands, which is basically getting your hands down behind your head to the nape of your neck. You want to think about when you're swinging it, as opposed to stopping your hands up high. Going low and getting your hands dumped to the nape of your neck will keep the momentum of the mace or parabol going, and it'll make it easier for it to swing around, as opposed to you keeping your hands up high. You're going to have to wrist it or arm it way more because there's going to be less momentum. You dumping your hands gives it that pendulum swinging motion a lot easier than keeping your hands up high. So I'll show you an example first of what not to do, and then I'll show you the example of what to do, which is dumping your hands. So when you're swinging the parabol, you want to think about these imaginary lateral lines. So if you swing the parabol directly lateral to the side, it comes up and over, it'll swing nice and smooth behind your body as it comes across. Now if you take those lateral lines and you shift them just a little bit, say a little forward, when you're swinging the parabol, it's going to come up and over, but instead of swinging behind you, it's going to come directly into your body. Because whatever way you swing that parabol, it's going to stay on that line. Laterally, up, over, it'll swing behind you. You shift at all when you're swinging, it's going to come up, but it's going to stay on that lateral line. But now that line is directed right into your body as opposed to right behind you. I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of what that looks like to swing the parabol on that perfect lateral line, and what it looks like when you shift a little bit forward and how it comes around and ends up hitting you as opposed to going behind you. So in the end, just remember to swing the parabol with confidence and to have fun. I hope this video helped. Like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.